Stop.
I'm a ESOL teacher in Montgomery County, and I'm appealing to the council today to make a decision to protect all children. This is an experiment on our children, and it disproportionately will affect Brown and Black children because our children are the ones that are on the street corners waiting for buses. They wait for buses to travel because they're not in cars. They will be exposed to these poles disproportionately, and they will possibly have these poles erected in public schools near their facilities. I think this idea that this 5G coverage is somehow going to close the equity gap is outrageous. And we all know that the gap is because of money and has very little to do with coverage. The coverage in Montgomery County, as I understand it, is very good. So Black and Brown people do not need this 5G. We will be asked, though, to bear the unknown and possible negative health effects disproportionately. And Brown and Black people are done being experiments. We're tired of being experiments for other people who want to buy $500 and $600 phones. It's enough. It's enough. The council needs to make decisions for all residents and protect all the residents. I'm an African-American woman, and I'm outraged. This decision is being made while people are unaware. This is like a sneaky, underhanded move. And I feel that this is being rushed and that the council has a responsibility to the Montgomery County citizens. Many of us who've taken the vaccines and are getting back with our families and loved ones now, and we are not just paying attention. This is like we're being sideswiped. And this is so important. So many of us are been essential workers, and this new technology will expose us to a hazard that we're unaware of. That we have bus drivers, cab drivers, people who work in communities where there is high density businesses, and these are mostly Brown and Black people. And we are going to be exposed unaware of this danger and hazard to our health and our families. I implore the council to consider the equity issues and of this unknown, untested new technology. Don't experiment with our lives. Consider one child or two children, even three children, to die unnecessarily because we did not make a conscious decision to try to protect them. You look at your children, look them in the eyes. Do you want them to be possibly harmed? And you won't know the effects until maybe 5 or 6 years from now. I know that the council is considering insurance to insure themselves. Well, there's no insurance against the guilt or conscience that you might have, knowing that you made a decision that infected and possibly harmed so many people. There's no insurance for that. So please, I urge you, you're hearing from well-informed people who believe in science. We're asking you to make a decision based on science. Take the science. We've had enormous developments to saving people's lives all over the world because of science. Let's use science now to be cautious as we move forward and use technology safely to benefit our lives, just like X-rays, marvelous invention, but dangerous at certain exposure levels. Is this possible too with 5G? We don't know. It's unknown. We need to know. The public deserves to know. We, the people of Montgomery County, deserve to know. Do not betray us. Do not betray children. Do not betray the vulnerable. Brown and Black and young children, we are vulnerable. Do not do this. I implore you, please consider what you're doing. It impacts so many people. This permanent, massive infrastructure change, the public deserves to know and have a say. Wait until you hear from people, everyone who has a right to know.